If the private sector succeed, the country is going to succeed. Unemployment in Africa is a ticking time bomb, and one major way to diffuse that time bomb is through SMEs. Because when you look at the African marketplace, you will see that it is easier for SMEs to start and start thriving than really, large corporations per se. And large corporations, they take some time before they come to Africa because they're looking at the fragmented market, the corruption, the bribery, and the poor governance. But when we are in Africa, when there are no jobs, what next do? You think of how to start a business, even without the right skills and the right knowledge. And I've always said that one of the most powerful things, ministries that many governments have created across Africa, is the Ministry of Small and Medium-Sized Enterprises. Although in many countries, they are not doing the things they should be doing in order to really invest in these people. But however, if Africa is going to move forward, especially when it comes to the economy, we need to find more sustainable working solutions on how to make these SMEs work. They have done some good work, let me start by saying that, but I've always felt that their work is still too political. If they can focus on really working with the professionals and the experts who can contribute, a lot is going to change. In many African countries, they still appoint people in certain positions in the Ministry of SMEs to head these ministries based on their political affiliation. I always say that, in many other African countries, there is no strong working relationship between business schools in Cameroon and the SMEs in Cameroon. And if there's a good working relationship between the Ministry of Higher Education and Ministry of SMEs, they can create good programs. In Cameroon and many other African countries, you see young people struggling to get places for internships, the compulsory internships to do. Then I'm asking myself, what if the Ministry of Higher Education and SMEs sign a memorandum of understanding for us to grow SMEs? SMEs need people. Right? How can you make sure that anybody you train in the School of Business, for them to do that 3 months compulsory internship program, let's send them to local businesses around the universities. If the private sector succeed, the country is going to succeed. Poverty will reduce because more people will be employed. If we can train more people on how to create value, package value, and make money from that value, we're going to see poverty reduce in a great way. We're going to see more people entering the middle class.